Hi guys, I hope all of you are doing well. I wasn't able to upload a video for a long time now because of my psychology exams, and I'm back with a music player UI design. So to make this, we'll get started and we'll hit F on our keyboard and we'll choose the frame iPhone 14 and 15 Pro Max. Okay, this is a little big. Let's go back, hit F again. Let's take iPhone 14 and 15 Pro. Yep, this works. And the first thing that we'll do is increase the corner radius to 8. How about let's make it 16. 16 looks good. So we have our frame here, and to get started, we'll first need a background image. As you can see in this frame, we have first the rectangle with an image. So let's find our image, and here we have taken this image of the song Starboy by The Weeknd. So if you search Starboy and in tools, if you choose size large, you'll probably get it. Even though if you don't use tools, you'll still get this result. So this image is 1400 pixels by 1400 pixels. This is a square image. If you want, maybe we can take this. So let's take this. We'll copy image and we'll paste it here. We'll resize it by holding Alt on our keyboard. This looks good. And what we'll do is we'll add an effect to it, which is layer blur. We'll blur the layer to 33. Okay, that is applied to the frame itself. Let's not do that. We have to add to the image. Layer blur 33. Done. Let's make it a little bigger. Yeah, this works. Okay, so we have our background ready. Now what we have to do is make our background darker. So what we'll do is we'll add another rectangle over it. Let's just lock this image. We'll call it background. Now we'll add a rectangle. Let's add gradient to it. We'll select both of them to be complete black. The top one, let's make it 0. So it looks somewhat like this. If you want, instead of 0, we can put 20 to see how it looks. Let's make it 30. Yeah. This will help us add contrast to the button. Otherwise, the background will disturb the buttons in the foreground, and we don't want that happening. Now, what we have to do is add this image in the center, and to do this, we will make a rectangle first. So we'll hit R on our keyboard and draw a rectangle. So here we have 278 and 456. We'll do the same thing here. The height width would be 278. Hit tab. Height would be 456. Done. And now we'll increase the corner radius to maximum. And that's how you'll get this pill shape. So now we have this pill shape here. All we have to do is paste an image into this. So let's take, what image should we take? Should we take this image? Should we take this image? Let's take this one. This is 1000 to 1000 pixels. Let's take this one. So we'll copy this image, paste it here, bring this over our shape. We'll select, we'll press Control on our keyboard, select our shape, the pill shape, and the image. And what we'll do is mask it. So when we use it as a mask, we can see the image is now placed within the shape. Now all we have to do is shift the image a little bit to make sure it is visually in the center. Okay, this works. Now what we'll do is we'll add these waves coming out of the pill. So to do that, we have this rectangle here. We will duplicate it by hitting Control D, and we'll take it out. We will unmask it so that it is back to rectangle. Let's make it pill wave 1. We'll hold Alt and Shift and we'll resize it. We'll remove the fill and add a stroke. We'll add a white stroke. So the thing with the pill shape is that we'll have to continuously increase the corner radius so that it remains uniform, or it remains proportional. So the first wave, we'll just place it here, and in effects we'll add layer blur. So for the first layer, let's say we add 4 is good. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll duplicate it again by hitting Control D on our keyboard, and again press Alt Shift and scale it up. This time again we'll use the corner radius and increase it to maximum. And this time the layer blur will be 12. This time we'll also decrease the opacity of the layer. Instead of 100, we'll make it 60. 60 is too much. 40 is enough. The layer blur is also a little bit much. Let's make it 6. Now we'll add one more pill wave, sorry. So Control D again, then press Alt and Shift together and scale it up. This time we'll make it 20, the opacity. So now with the opacity 20, I think here it is not visible that much. Oh, again, yeah, change the corner radius to maximum. So you get this effect. Now that we have our image and background, which is the album cover, and the album cover background and the album cover foreground in place. All we have to do is add our numbers, add our icons, the name of the song, the pause and play button, and share, download, and the menu button. And we'll add this lyrics in the end as well. So we have rectangle one, which is the gradient layer, and we'll log these two layers. We'll also log the pill wave 1, 2, 3, so that we don't disturb it. Now let's start with the name. The name of the song is Starboy. So we'll type Starboy. The font we have chosen is called Cod Casson or Cod Chasson, however you want to pronounce it. I'm really sorry, I don't know how to properly pronounce it. It's a Thai inspired font, and anybody from Thailand who is watching this can help me with the pronunciation. That would be really helpful. It's one of my favorite fonts. It has there's something that I've discovered lately, and I've been using it in my design quite often. So we'll choose Scott Chasson. It is bold, size is 24, and using the alignment tools, we'll place it in the center of our frame. We'll place it here about 48 pixels away from the album cover. Now we'll add the singer's name. So we'll duplicate this. We set 8 pixels away from this layer, text layer, and the singer of the song is The Weekend. So we'll type The Weekend. So this guy's name is Week. Then in the end, there is no E. Let's make the size 12. Let's make it regular. Okay. Now we have the name of the singer, the name of the song. All we need to do is add icons and add the timeline. So let's add the timeline. We'll hit L on our keyboard, draw a line, make sure it is the weight of the line is 2. Yeah, pretty clear. Let's make it rounded. Make sure it is in the center. Now what we'll do is we'll duplicate it by pressing Ctrl D on our keyboard and drag it a little behind. We'll make this into red. Red. Should we take a darker red? Darker red should work. Let's take a darker red. A much brighter red. This works, yeah. Now we'll add little circle. So we'll press O on our keyboard, press Shift and draw a circle. And where is the circle? 20. 20 should work. Yeah. Let's make sure the red bar and the circle are in same color. Okay. So this is our timeline, or the time span of the song. Now let's add how many minutes the song has been played for. So we'll quickly click on this text layer, press Alt on our keyboard, click and drag to duplicate it. So let's make it 00, colon 24 and place it right at the starting of this bar. We will duplicate it, make it 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So we have our timeline here. Next thing we'll do is add the buttons. So to quickly add the buttons, let's go to flaticon.com. We'll go to interface icons. We'll search for play. Let's start with the play sounds good. So let's take rounded corners and let's take solid. So we have this and we have this. Let's take, how do we design it? I think I like this design, so let's take just the play button. So we'll take SVG, place the SVG here, make it white, make sure it is 24 pixels in height. Okay. Next we press O, press Alt and Shift together to get this uniform circle. Make sure it is placed in the center, and let's make it of this color. Yeah, this color works. So how big is this? This is 66. Let's make it 64. Make sure it is in center again. We'll click our play button, press Ctrl X, click on the circle, press Ctrl V. Make sure it is center aligned. Visually it is not in the center, so let's shift it to V. Yeah, now it looks like in center. So let's group this. This is done. Next we need our next our back and forward buttons. We'll search for back. Let's search for next. Songs. What about previous? What is this icon that we are using? Previous. Even in previous we are getting this. Okay. We have another trick to it. What we can do is we can simply hit Control C, click on outside, Control V, drag this out. Let's make it a little smaller. Let's make it 20. Oh no, we'll have to keep it 24. The minimum size of an icon should be 24. So that means we'll have to make this a little bigger. Let's make it 32. We'll hit L on our keyboard, draw a line, place it here, make sure it touches the icon. Thickness of the line stroke is 1.5. Let's make it rounded corners. Yeah, that works perfectly. Let's group this, Control G. This is 40. We'll keep we'll make sure that it is 40 pixels away from each other. We'll duplicate it by holding Alt on our keyboard, clicking it and dragging it. If you press Shift button, it will move in the proportional, no, I'm sorry. What is the word that I'm missing? It will basically move in the same direction or perpendicular direction to it. Not perpendicular, but same direction, yes. Okay. So this button is next and this button is previous. So next is facing in the right and previous should be facing in the left. So we'll rotate it and make sure it is 40 pixels away. So let's select this like this and tidy it up. It is in the center, 38. Okay. Now we have our moon icon and the playlist icon. So we'll search for moon. We got the moon. Yeah, we can use this moon. SVG, done, and playlist. Let's use this SVG. We have both the SVGs. We'll go here. So playlist music, moon. Let's make it 24. Let's make it white. And let's turn it around by holding shift. Turn around. Control X. Select this. Control V. Make sure it is 40 pixels away. Okay, this time we'll make sure it is 40 pixels away. Now they are all 40 pixels away. Let's drag this up to here. Make the playlist icon white. Control X and paste to replace. Let's make sure this is in the center. Okay, now it is in the center. There is some alignment issue. So we will place this here 40, 40, 40, 40. Okay, so we have this. Now we'll quickly add the lyrics. Let's retype it to lyrics. I think we'll have to shift the entire thing up a little. What is this? Day one, we don't want it. There are till wave, till wave two, till wave three, one, two, three. Also needs to be selected. We'll shift this bit up. Yeah, this works. Lyrics we have here. Let's search for up. We'll take this SVG, add it here, make sure it is white in color from selection, and make sure it is 24. Let's make it 16. How big was this? 15. Okay. Okay, this is done. Let's add a shuffle button. So we'll search for shuffle. We have a shuffle button, download SVG. Make sure it is white in color. Make sure it is 24 in height and width both. So we have a shuffle button. Next is heart. We'll add heart button as well. Let's take this heart, download SVG. But this is a download heart. Heart is not here yet. What is here now? Let's make it 24. Let's make it selection color white. Uh, Control X, Control V. Okay, this is done. Now we have to add buttons on the top, which is back, share, and the three dot menu. So we already have this up button here. We'll duplicate it by pressing Alt on our keyboard, clicking and dragging. We will rotate it 90 degrees. And here it should be 42. And here it should be 24. Let's duplicate this as well. And let's duplicate it again in the three dot menu. So we have share. No, we want SVG. The other one is three dot. Okay, three dot menu. How about menu? Yes, this is what I want. So we take the SVG. Alright, are we ready to finish our design? In the download we have three dots menu and we have share. Okay, the work here is almost done. We'll change both of them to white and we'll make sure both of them are 24 pixels. Now we'll Control X this, Control X this, paste to replace. Then we'll select another rectangle, another arrow and hit paste to replace. What is the difference between this and this? Okay, so we'll keep 24 pixels from here. We also need to keep 24 pixels from there. Okay. So yeah, we have this. Let's make the circle a little bit bigger. By pressing Alt and Shift together and clicking and dragging it. So now you can see our music player is ready. You can use this design. Let's preview it. The image is not there. That is not there. Okay, yeah, it's here. So you can see this is how our music player will look like. Let's add a prototype. Device will select iPhone 15 Pro. Let's preview it. Yeah, this is how our design looks like in an iPhone 15 Pro. Should we make it blue titanium? How about black? that looks good. So yeah, you can follow this tutorial and make the design for the music player UI. I hope you like it, and if you're not able to follow it, if you have any doubts, please leave it in the comments. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you very much. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.